In this session, we are going to talk about best practices and tips for the financial management of your student organization. Budgeting 101. What is a budget? A budget documents the estimated revenue and planned expenses for a set period of time. Planning your revenue and expenses for the year can help prevent your student organization from having a financially risky situation and is important for your organization's strength and stability. A budget can also help your organization's officers be accountable for handling your organization's finances. What is revenue? Revenue, also known as income, is any money or funds coming into your organization. Examples could include, but are not limited to, membership dues from your organization's members, donations, merchandise sales, student government appropriations, student Senate Finance Committee grants, or ticket sales. What is an expense? An expense is any money or funds going out of your organization to a person or group as a payment for goods or services. Examples could include, but are not limited to, gas, membership dues to state, regional, or national organizations, hotel or lodging, equipment, speaker fees, space rentals, or promotional giveaway items. Collection of money and cash handling. It is important to have proper cash handling procedures and policies when collecting money. Student organizations who intend to collect money are advised to adopt the following practices. Student organizations should have a safe or lockable cash box. Additionally, it is recommended that student organizations have lockable deposit bags that can be used to transport large amounts of cash and checks. Generally, most student organizations would only need a lockable cash box and a lockable deposit bag. A safe would be unnecessary for most student organizations. Affordable lockable cash boxes and lockable deposit bags can be found at stores that sell office supplies such as Amazon, Target, Walmart, Staples, and Office Depot. A receipt book should be used by student organizations to issue receipts for any transactions. Affordable receipt books can be found at stores that sell office supplies such as Amazon, Target, Walmart, Staples, and Office Depot. A list of student organization officers who are authorized to collect and handle transactions and who are on your organization's bank account. A plan for the collection, transportation, and deposit withdrawal of money. Determine ahead of time how money will be collected, for example, card, cash, mobile payment, and/or check. If collecting cash or check, determine ahead of time who will be responsible for transporting and depositing these funds into your organization's bank account. If student organizations are accepting or collecting dollar bills over $20, it is recommended that the student organization use a counterfeit bill detector pen to check bills. Affordable detector pens can be found at stores that sell office supplies such as Amazon, Target, Walmart, Staples, and Office Depot. If student organizations are taking checks for most transactions, they might want to explore purchasing a check endorsement stamp for their organization. A check endorsement stamp is a pre-inked stamp that allows you to record deposit information on the back of a check without having to handwrite it. Contact your financial institution for additional information. Card transactions. Student organizations can get a Square card reader for free. iPhone users can securely accept contactless payments, including NFC-enabled cards with tap to pay on iPhone via Square. It is important to note that many companies that facilitate card transactions may charge a fee of some sort. Also, be sure to issue a receipt to the payer and to keep a record of all card transactions. This can be done electronically or with a receipt book. Mobile payment products allow the transfer of money electronically between two parties. Examples include Cash App, formerly Square Cash, Venmo, and PayPal. Tap to Pay on iPhone via Square allows users to securely accept contactless payments such as Samsung Pay, Apple Pay, and Google Pay. It is important to note that many companies that mobile payments may charge a fee of some sort. Also, be sure to issue a receipt to the payer and to keep a record of all mobile payment transactions. This can be done electronically or with a receipt book. Check transactions. A check is a written, dated, and signed document that directs a bank to pay a specific amount of money from one bank account to another. While there are many types of checks, most student organizations will deal with 3 types of checks: personal, certified, and cashiers. A personal check is the most common type of check that student organizations will deal with. Let's talk a little more about all 3. A personal check is issued by a bank to an account holder that features their account number and bank routing number. A personal check draws funds out of the account holder directly. A certified check is like a personal check, but first the bank verifies that the account holder has enough money in their account to cover the check and is guaranteed not to bounce. A cashier's check is from a bank and draws from the bank's funds rather than an individual's account. Since the bank is responsible for these types of checks, they usually charge a fee and are usually used in major transactions like buying a house. Cash transactions. Cash is the physical form of currency, such as bills and coins. In the United States, the official currency is the United States dollar. Learn more about United States currency at usa.gov/currency. When collecting cash, be sure to minimize the number of people handling the cash and set a list of student organization officers who are authorized to collect and handle cash on behalf of the organization. It is recommended to have one person per cash box when collecting cash. If collecting bills over $20, it is recommended that you use a counterfeit bill detector pen to check your bills. Use a receipt book to issue a receipt to the payer and to keep a record of all cash collected. Keep all cash in a secure storage location, such as a lockable cash box or a safe, and use a lockable deposit bag to transport cash. Do not leave any cash out in plain sight. Record keeping and receipts. Student organizations should maintain complete and accurate records for their finances and bank accounts. Record keeping includes keeping a list of all expenses and revenues for an organization. Templates for financial record keeping can be found online, or a physical book can be found at stores that sell office supplies. Your organization should keep all receipts from every transaction your student organization makes. Your organization should keep the physical receipts as well as make a digital copy of the receipt. Additionally, your organization should issue a receipt anytime someone pays or gives money to your student organization. Writing a receipt takes a little time, but it helps protect your organization and your reputation. Without a receipt, it can be difficult to prove that your student organization received a specific amount of money or that you handled it correctly. As mentioned previously, a receipt book should be used by student organizations to issue receipts for any transactions. Affordable receipt books can be found at stores that sell office supplies. If you make a mistake and have to void a receipt for any reason, mark all copies void, staple them together, and keep them with your financial records. All of your organization's financial records should be kept in a secure location, and digital copies should be kept online, accessible to multiple organization officers. It's important for the student organization treasurers to have a transition meeting with the new treasurer. This is crucial because it helps ensure that the new treasurer is informed about the organization's financial state, its ongoing commitments, and its financial procedures. By discussing the organization's financial history, the current treasurer can help the new one avoid any mistakes or issues that they may encounter in the future. Additionally, they can discuss the budgeting process, payment processing, and other financial tasks that the treasurer will be responsible for. Important documents that should be reviewed during the transition include bank statements, payment receipts, invoices, and budgeting. It's also important to create a plan to transfer the names on your bank account. Additionally, you should include important partners and contacts. Your organization should have a dissolution clause or statement in your organization's constitution for the potential scenario if your organization decides to dissolve and no longer continue as an organization. Your dissolution clause or statement should have a plan for resolving any outstanding debts and the disposition of any organization assets. Your plan should specify clearly what happens to any physical assets of the organization and any remaining funds in your organization's bank account. If your organization decides to dissolve, we recommend contacting student legal and student leadership and engagement for assistance.